Hello, my dear negotiators, and welcome to part number 4 of our mini series on how to boost the perception of procurement. So, yesterday we talked about something pretty scary for a lot of people, and that is appearing on stage and sharing your successes. And today we will cover the topic of being your own brand. And as this is very related, we first kick it off with the intro. So here we go.
Are you looking to up your negotiation and procurement skills? You're in the right place. Welcome to Procurement Zen with your host, Phil Kowalski.
So, personal branding. Personal branding is extremely important if you want to if you want to boost how others perceive you. And the nice side effect, just with yesterday's strategy, the similar to that, is that it also accelerates your career. We already talked about your profiles in the first episode of the series. So if you have missed that, make sure to go back and listen to episode number 43. You'll find it over at ProcurementZen.com/043. One very important tool to be your own brand is having your own website. So why is this important? Because this is the only vehicle you have total control over. Your Facebook profile, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter account, all these things are controlled by a third party. But your website is totally owned by you. You control it. It can become your playground for ideas you want to share, but that don't find a place in your specific corporate environment. And it is very easy. You don't have to be a developer or anything to have your own websites. So this could be as well extensive in regards to what kind of content and how much content you find there, like my website, ProcurementZen.com, or as small as a one-page profile website. That is already good enough as a starting point. Share what you stand for, what your mission is, your mission statement. Nice picture. We talked in episode number 1 of this mini-series, or part number 1 of this mini-series, we talked about profile. That is a perfect place to have a very fine-tuned, elegant, and also very impactful profile. The amazing thing about having your own website is not only the control, but also that you can extend it if you feel the need for it. You start with this kind of one-pager, and depending on the platform that you have, and we come to that in a second, you start with the one-pager, and you can extend it to a blog, to a video channel, to a podcast, whatever you want, right? But your website is the one core vehicle. So whatever you do, if you do YouTube, if you do podcasting like I do, make sure you have a website. That is of crucial importance, as I said before, because you control it. So tech stack wise, I personally would recommend something very easy like WordPress, which is a content management system, and a pre-made theme that basically controls how your site looks, such as, for example, the Hoffman theme. And you can find the link in the resources section below this video or on our episodes page. And WordPress is super easy to install, and there are numerous tutorials out there. So I have linked one where you build your website in less than 30 minutes, also in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Hosting is also super important. So I have added a link to my hosting provider below, and short disclaimer, that is an affiliate link, and it basically means I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you if you go through that link. So I'm recommending DreamHost here. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, but they are fantastic. They have a great service and are extremely reliable. You don't want to have a website that goes down just at the moment that a few people search for you. So if you have any tech questions, as I said, on how to do this, just leave a comment below, rather on our website, procurementzen.com/046 for episode 46, or here below the video. But let me share some more advantages before we end this episode. So, a website also makes an excellent impression if you say you can reach me at phil@procurementzen.com or at jim@jimjones.com, right? Make sure also to add that website and your email address to your social media profiles. At least do it to the most important business network, to LinkedIn. So you could also enter like a new position there. CEO. Phil is CEO of Procurement Zen. No, I'm not CEO. Basically, my title reads CPO, which stands for Chief Passion Officer. So that is basically also something that in your network could cause some people looking at your profile being interested in you. And as I said, you boost your perception. So yesterday we also talked about speaking at external events. And for example, one thing you could do on your website if you want to do that, make sure to post a summary or at least the event logo on your website. This gives you social credibility. You appeared on stage at event, I don't know, procurementusameeting.com, then as seen procurementusameeting.com. If someone searches for you, if someone finds you there, if someone maybe looks for the next global commodity manager or the next team leader of his procurement team, that might be exactly the social proof that helps you to proceed in your career. So if you decide to use your website to post your ideas in a kind of blog, make sure also, as I said that before, make sure to mention that in your LinkedIn profiles. Regularly post a link with a short few explaining words about what you talk about to your LinkedIn profile so your network can see what you're doing over at your blog. So that was it basically for part 4 of our 5-part series. Tomorrow, in the last and final part, we are talking about being controversial. So until then, I wish you always happy negotiations and see you tomorrow.